The last few weeks have been extremely busy for BMW. After being engulfed in controversy and extremely mixed reviews, all thanks to those grills, the BMW M3 and M4 have thankfully made up for it by producing over 500 horsepower and continuing that M car tradition of being a pure driver's car. There was a slight problem with the M4 Cabriolet though. Contrary to what you might think, removing that heavy roof off a vehicle can sometimes actually make the car heavier, all thanks to the mechanisms that allow the roof to open and close safely. And don't forget that small task of having somewhere to store that within the car. Despite wearing a fabric roof that's apparently 40% lighter than the old M4's metal roof, the M4 cab is 5 kilos short of 2 tons. BMW's quoted its curb weight without a driver is a whopping 1,920 kilograms. Now there's no denying it's a very, very fast car, but you're amazed at some of the cars that are actually lighter than this M-powered drop top. Some of these are crazy. Take Porsche's sporty Macan GTS, a Range Rover Velar, 4 Caterham 7 160s combined, and a Maserati Quattroporte. And we haven't even got to the most alarming one yet. It's the chunkiest of all BMWs, the flagship, the pinnacle of refinement and luxury, you guessed it, the BMW 7 Series. The 730D has one goal in mind: to provide its passengers with the most relaxing, comfortable and luxurious experience possible. But with its limo-like quality comes weight. That's what you'd think, wouldn't you? But bizarrely, the 730D actually weighs less than the roofless M4. We'll let that one sink in with you for a little bit. Now what's an episode of Web Wednesday without a little bit of TikTok news? This time we're swapping the short, sharp and often amusing videos for ones that are slightly longer in length. 2 extra minutes to be exact. That's right, TikTok is trialling 3-minute long videos on the app, allowing creators to share far more in just one video. This has emerged partly down to the amount of storytelling that goes on within TikTok. It's a very interactive platform in that users often share memories or stories in a far more conversational way, making the 3-minute video option far more viable for this kind of content. It does, however, change the dynamic of the platform a little. Currently, TikTok allows all creators to upload videos up to a minute in length. It's proven to be a successful length at that. It's longer than a Vine and then shorter than most YouTube videos. But 60 seconds isn't a huge amount of time to pack and explain a video or comedy sketch in, which almost adds to the way users consume the content that's shared. A 3-minute video on TikTok may feel like a miniature replica of YouTube, back when YouTubers weren't dragging out videos to that magic 10-minute mark to get that sweet YouTube money. However, we've actually seen the 3-minute videos in action on the app, and we were pleasantly surprised with just how easy it is to be sucked into the longer videos, and then have the ability to hop back into the 15-second memes if you'd need to. Sometimes there are websites or apps out there that just come along that shake the industry up so aggressively it leaves the remaining competition scrabbling to keep up. There's a few brands that come to mind when you think of this: Airbnb, Monzo, Tesla. There's a new kid on the block, and he's coming for your motorhomes. I mean, really, he actually is coming for your motorhomes. The company's called Paul Camper, named conveniently after the campervan that founder Dirk spent 3 months exploring Australia in. And his concept couldn't be simpler. You register for free, you search for your dream location and browse hundreds of campervans where they're available to hire by real owners. Once you've found your dream set of wheels, you get chatting to the owner and then secure the details of your trip, where payment is made, and then you're free to enjoy the open road with a place to stay at all times. Now this one might seem a little bit random, but we bring this up purely because of just how popular the concept of a campervan or motorhome really is right now. Thanks to the pandemic, holiday seekers are having to look a little closer to home for a taste of freedom and fresh air. Therefore, a rolling home is the perfect way to get around this summer. In fact, it's been reported in some areas that there's been a 500% increase in the number of bookings for camping and campervan sites around Britain. Areas seeing the biggest increase include the southwest, where reservations have gone up by 273% since 2019. We mentioned this one a few weeks back, and to be totally honest, we didn't think much of it at the time, and we never expected it to become a reality. Yet somehow, Twitter has now officially launched its new subscription service, called Twitter Blue. The monthly service will give users access to a range of new tools to enhance their tweet experience. From what we can see, you have the ability to undo tweets, change the colour of your feed, a reader mode that essentially puts the entire feed into a text, and that's pretty much it. Actually, we forgot about one thing. For a princely sum of $349 a month, users can also change the Twitter icon for their smartphone. Groundbreaking, I know. This all might sound incredibly pointless, and to be honest, you'd be correct. But all of these new features might be exactly what some users are looking for, and Twitter has clearly done their research on this. If you were to replace one shop bought coffee a month, you then receive a host of new features, making it worth the money for some users. As a platform, Twitter doesn't exactly need a host of subscribers to make this project worth its while either. Even if only 1% of Twitter users sign up and pledge that monthly fee, that would still equate to around $7 billion per month. That's some serious money to be thrown around. As always, we hope you enjoyed this episode, and stay tuned for next week's, where we bring you more news from the world of automotive and tech.